Hey, everybody, my name is John DePietro.
And I'm Bob Zagami with the Camp Report Show.
And Bob, this is a scary show because I've just visited one of America's most respected campgrounds, Bailey's Camping Resort up in Scarborough, Maine. They had their Halloween weekend. And let me tell you, RVers and Halloween, they go together. How about you?
Well, not only they go together, the weekends are sold out 3 years in
Right.
advance at Bailey's, and it looks like a mini city with the
Right.
way
Oh,
they do.
exactly. No, you're going to see it.
Everybody decorates.
You're going to see it
Yeah,
here. They don't just do one weekend. They've done 3 weekends in
yep.
early October to commemorate Halloween. And we're going to see it all right here in all the ghoulish colors.
All right, and I caught up with Mike Sokol from RV Electricity and Chris Dougherty, the RV PhD at the Hershey Show, and had a chance to sit down with them before the crowds got crazy and talk about the importance of their seminars and the attention they get at the consumer shows around the country.
Yep. Plus all the news of the week. Where do we get our news?
From RV Business and Rick Kessler and Woodall's Campground Magazine from Ben Quiggle. Can't
And
do
we'll
it
be
without.
back with episode number 201 right after these messages. Hey there, RVers. We get it. Your insurance and warranty needs are as unique as your travel destinations. That's why RVer Insurance has teamed up with Wholesale Warranties to cover all the bases. From health insurance to RV coverage and warranties, we've got you sorted every step of the way. With a solid track record in providing top-notch health insurance and affordable RV insurance options, RV Insurance has you covered. And for those unexpected repair bills, look no further than our friends at Wholesale Warranties, leaders in reliable coverage and customer support. Start your RV protection journey today at rverinsurance.com or wholesalewarranties.com/rverinsurance. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Camp Report Show. This is the news segment. My name is John DePietro, being joined today by Bob Zagami, actually being joined every day for the
I
last
was going to say,
200
do
shows.
you have shows where I don't join you, John?
Yeah, I know.
You're
200
hiding
shows
something from
together.
me?
And
Yeah.
you know what? Always looking for more. But this is our news segment where we look at some of the activities that are taking place throughout the industry, whether it be RV related or camping related. And today we've got some issues that deal with both of those topics. So the first one, it's timely because for the last few weeks we've been talking about the hurricanes that have devastated our camping friends in not only Florida, but also in North Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia. And our friends at Spacious Skies Campground, who, by the way, had 3 campgrounds in that affected area, but they're offering discounts for first responders, military, and those that are impacted by it. Talk about what our friend Allie Rasmussen is doing.
Yeah, it's a good program, and a lot of other campgrounds have done similar things. They are reducing the rates or providing free accommodations. In their case, first responders, the linemen, technicians that get a 10% discount either while they're in place in the area of their campgrounds, and they had 3 in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee that are really impacted by this. And it can be for when they are on the job and responding to the emergencies, or after they get home and haven't seen their families for a month or two while they're helping all the victims, they can use it for their vacation time, take a little downtime and
Yep.
take the vacation to any one of the Spacious
Yep.
Skies campgrounds.
Yep.
And they
And
lead the,
there are I think 15 campgrounds that go from Maine all the way down to Georgia. But the thing is this, there are so many RV groups that are what I call the Good Samaritan groups that
yep.
not Good Sam, but the actual people that are going down to help rebuild campgrounds, and not just campgrounds, but housing and churches and build businesses in the areas. And these are the folks that camp on their own dollars. So any kind of savings that they can achieve is certainly
You know,
beneficial.
what one thing that you don't hear a lot about in the news, mainly because the Herculean efforts of the larger departments and the larger states, but there are many. I know back in Hudson, Mass, where I used to live, they send one truck and two people. It's a small town, but they wanted to do their part. And can you imagine the number of small towns and cities across this country that have done something similar?
Yep.
In fact, I even heard one of the respondents and the recipients, they were talking about water the other day in one of the North Carolina, and they said, we have more water than we can use. So they're able to
Oh,
distribute it out to other areas. And they
bottled
said,
water.
I said, we don't need water. Well,
Yeah,
that's good. That's good that
good.
everybody has the water, but it's also good that there's an overflow and they can move it out to some of the affected
Yep.
areas.
And it's also good that our friends, Allie Rasmussen and her family and team at Spacious Skies recognize that there's a need, that there'll be more people traveling at this time of year to help out others. And whenever you can help someone out, it will benefit your business long term. So
Yep.
that's that with Spacious Skies. Another interesting topic that is taking place is our friends at Jayco are providing lots of training to their techs because you know what? There's so many different aspects of the RV that need service once they hit America's highways and byways, which are all beaten up and cracked and bumpy, et cetera, et cetera. But they're teaming up with our friends at RVTI and talk about that unique partnership
Yeah,
because that goes from level 1 to level 5.
yeah, there's a tremendous improvement in the number of training programs and the number of people being trained in the RV industry right now. So when you go through RVTI, which is the industry's sponsored program, then there are level one and level two, and those can be done some online and some in the classroom. But you have to, those are the two main ones to get people up and running. But beyond that, there's certified technician level three, and these are very important. And this is where Jayco comes in. Not only Jayco, but several other manufacturers and component suppliers, people like Lippert, people like Dometic. And these are programs that are created by the company themselves under the guidance of RVTI, and they certify technicians in a specific area of the business. So you can be certified in several different categories: electricity, propane, the chassis, the electronics, the appliance, and slide outs. So the manufacturers that make those components are teaming up with RVTI so that the level one, level two certification go beyond that. And we hope from an industry standpoint, it'll be someday and maybe not into the too distant future that it will be like the wall of the service department in the automobile dealerships that you go into. Most of them have an entire wall of the certificates that their technicians have got. They've gone to a GM school
Yep.
or a Stellantis school or a component school, and that's what we want to see for that, so that when the customer goes in, they have a very comfortable feeling that the
Knowing
technicians that work, yeah,
that know
they
what they're
know
doing.
what they're doing, they can analyze the problems quicker, they can fix them quicker, and they get the customer back on the road, which makes for a happy customer. So our increase in customer satisfaction is going up also. Very
There we go.
important part.
And you know what? A happy camper is a very happy camper because and it's so funny because we're talking about the time of the year and Halloween and all that other stuff, but just out on the highways yesterday, out on the interstate highways yesterday, I saw more campers yesterday than I've seen and many times during the summer months. So people are still going. They're heading south, and they're heading north to catch the last few days of foliage season here in New England. So they're out there, and you know what? Special thanks to Jayco and RVTI for looking ahead for future training and needs of that responsibility. So, with that being said, our friends at we talk so much in this industry. We have RVTI, RVWA, RV this, RV that, et cetera. But RVWA is putting together a program with many of its suppliers and putting together um, programs that show that the company is, what's the word I'm trying to say? Welcoming to women, that the RVing industry is welcoming to women. And our friends at RV Trader were just given an award. Talk about that very important award.
Yeah, it was very important, and this time we're kind of highlighting the company, but the RVWA is the RV Women's Alliance, and been out there now probably about maybe 6 or 7 years. In the last 3 years, they incorporated a very important educational event for women in the industry. It's called the Educational Symposium, and this was the third year. And at that symposium, they recognize and honor with various awards women in the industry. The one I highlighted for this week, and we can do a whole segment on the RVWA components, but they recognize it, and this is one of the most respected awards, but it's the award for empowering women in the industry. And this year's award went to RV Trader magazine, not magazine. Well, yeah, it's magazine where consumers go to
Yep.
find pre-owned products, or dealers put their products out there. And they were recognized because they seamlessly incorporate the mission of RVWA in elevating and promoting women into its daily corporate endeavors. They're committed to cultivating an environment where women can thrive both within the company and across the industry. And they were the recipient for 2024. And RV Trader has done an amazing job. And what's nice about this award is you can't fake stuff like this. You're either engaged with the programs or you're not. And they're in with everything that they have at every level of the corporation, not just, well, we hired a woman in the shipping department. No, at the senior leadership
Yep.
positions in the company, they go out and visit with the dealers. They're in very important positions. And the key point is, when you look at a company, how does a company get nominated for something like this? Is they are very empowering to female RVers. They're represented in the leadership of the company. So they actually, at all steps and grade levels, they encourage and educate the people. But it's also their engagement outside, so that people in the community know what they're giving, and it makes it a place where people in the community want to work. They're a well-respected company. So congratulations to RV Trader, a great publication. Everybody in the RV industry knows about it.
That's
Most
about it.
consumers know
Yep.
about it. It's a
Yep.
place to go. So
Exactly.
congratulations to the team at RV Trader.
Yep. So that is a wrap on the news for the week. And special thanks to our friends at RV Business and Woodall's Campground Magazine for providing the leads for us. And we want to let you know that we've got a scary show coming up and an electrifying show as well. How about that? We've got electricity and scares all at the same time right here. What's the name of the show, Zagami?
On the Camper Report Show.
Stay with us, everyone.
Attention all RVers. Say goodbye to roof worries and hello to worry-free travel with RV Roof Magic. This revolutionary liquid butyl roof coating is specially formulated to protect your RV from the elements, to extend its lifespan and prevent leaks. With simple application and outstanding results, RV Roof Magic is the go-to choice for RV owners seeking superior roof protection. Don't let roof maintenance issues hold you back. RV Roof Magic is the only liquid butyl rubber in the world that offers a one-coat, no primer coverage and a 10-year warranty. Visit rvroofmagic.com/RVLife and extend your roof another 18 to 20 years.
Hey, we are here at America's largest RV show, and every RV show that you go to often offers very informative seminars. And here to let us know what we can find out about the best way to get the most from a seminar is Bob Zagami. Bob, You have a couple of very distinguished guests.
Distinguished seminar instructors. Chris Dougherty from the PhD, RV PhD.
Louder.
Mike Sokol from RV Electricity. And you guys are on tap all week here at the Hershey Show.
All week,
7 days.
7
Yep.
days.
7 days, 7 classes, plus live webcasting.
And you know, the seminar programs here are incredible. I mean, you could really, and I wonder if you get this when you talk to your students. Does anybody come here and never go outside to look at units? They just sit in the room and go through the
Sometimes
seminars?
you'll have them, I've had people stay for multiple sessions or come back for another class and then this year I've had 4 people who took my classes last year and are back this year. And say, oh, you remember us from last year, and they're sitting in the front.
They forgot everything?
Yeah, they forgot everything.
They had to be
you know.
retrained?
I had one guy, a technician, he said, I flew up from Florida just to take this one class. And I'm going to go take a couple more classes, and then I'm going back.
That's
So-
amazing.
Yeah.
What are you teaching this week, Mike?
So the first 2 days were for technicians, during the industry days. And so the first one was a 4-hour class just on solar prepping for RVers. They all want to know this, batteries and solars and inverters and such. And then the second day was a 6-hour class on just AC troubleshooting, AC/DC troubleshooting for technicians. Now, during the week, these are 1-hour classes, seminars here in the Champion Inn, the room, I guess. And this is just RV Electricity 101. But we had I think it was standing room only yesterday, and I don't know what this thing seats, but boy, these people want to know this stuff.
What are you finding and what are you teaching, Chris?
So I did RV weights and tires and things like that for technicians. We worked with Trey Selman from the RV Safety and Education Foundation.
Yep, great organization.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we put together a level 3 class for the technicians for that. And then and then for the consumers this week, we're doing beginning RV maintenance, buying your RV here at the show, and then winterizing and dewinterizing, which is a new one that I'm dedicating out this year. And so that's been pretty good.
So talk about you mentioned level 3. For people that don't know, but talk about the importance of level 3 and RVTI, and they actually get their certification here.
So through the PRVCA, we do the RVTI technician training program, certification program. And so we do level 1 classes throughout the year across the Commonwealth. We also we're going to be doing level 2 coming up before too long. And then we also do a lot of level 3 training. So the 2 days of technician training that we had here at Hershey, a lot of those classes were level 3 classes or recertification classes, either way you decide to take it. And so those are the level 3 classes are usually by vendors, and Trey and I are both vendors in the market. And so the students take those and they get qualified in 5 different areas. Once they have all that and they have at least 5 years in the industry as technicians, they become master certified.
Which you happen to be.
Which I happen to be, yes.
What about when you look at the audiences? Are you getting people who truly know nothing about RVing, or are there some more experience? Are you finding the case that more of them know less?
I think that's the case. I've got a lot of them that they said, I just bought an RV last year and I'm confused how to hook it up. I don't know what this battery stuff is. I don't know, I can't run my CPAP machines. And so I would say it's a good mix. It's like 50%. I've got other ones that want to know a lot more. So my technician said, I said, 3-phase power is coming to campgrounds. And I said, how many would like a class, an online class on 3-phase power, power factors, load balancing in campgrounds? They're like, yes, we want that. But the problem is it's way too complicated for beginners. So you have to qualify them with a test first, just to see if you can let them in. Because if not, they're just going to just bug everybody with every dumb question. So, but there is that another. So that's like engineering level stuff, and I teach engineers also. So I think that this would be. I think it's good for the industry.
Definitely. And my consumer programs here are geared towards beginners. So whether it's beginner RV maintenance or buying your RV at the show, that seminar is, most of the room are people that don't have RVs. You
Yeah.
know, they haven't bought one yet, and they're trying to figure it out.
Okay. So the other thing, one of the things that I really like about the Hershey show is obviously the education program. But this is also a show going back to when they were at the Penn State Farm Center there. This is a show that people come and camp for the whole week.
Yeah.
You know, it's not you go to a Boston show one day and you're out or whatever. But this is so unique, and it has that reputation that they set aside the whole week. They do a couple of days out there. The afternoon they go down to the Hershey store and buy all that chocolate.
Yeah.
The next day they come to seminars. And,
Yeah.
and I think that's a fantastic, and I know they promote that a lot.
Right.
Yeah. And there's people that come here not only from the neighboring states, they come from across the country and internationally. We see people here from Canada. Last year, I was working with a gentleman from Germany who was looking to buy an RV here in the States, came to the show from Germany specifically. And there are other people from other European countries and other places that come all the way to take part in the show, which is just fantastic.
That's fantastic. All right, now here's the closing question,
Okay.
but the most important question of the day. You shouldn't have to think about this one.
Okay.
When you go over to the chocolate store, what's your favorite Hershey product that you're going to buy?
Well, you know, there was a guy right across from my seminars on Monday that was actually teaching advanced chocolate making.
No,
And he's a
Mike,
chemist.
come on.
Seriously,
Mike.
in Hershey, and he gave me a whole box of his own custom stuff. So yeah, it was, and I said, now you got to have some guts if you're going to come to Hershey
I would
and
say-
teach advanced chocolate making. This is like for like wedding chocolates and everything. I got to admit, that's way better than a Hershey bar.
Well, I'll tell you, when I do drive down, which I did this time, I go over to the store, man. I walk out with $100.
Oh, there's always stuff.
I come home and the first bag my wife sees is the Hershey chocolate bag.
Yeah, she wants the chocolate chips like with mint in them, so she'll make mint chocolate chip cookies when I get back.
Ah, all right. What do I do, Chris?
I always have a request for chocolate almonds from the
Okay.
store, and that's something you can't get elsewhere. So I always have to pick those up, and I have a lot of friends, and of course Karen loves them. So
Yeah. All right, so I'm with Chris Dougherty, the RV PhD, Mike Sokol with RV Electricity 101, two of the best instructors in the country. If you ever have a chance to attend one of their seminars, please do so. And back to you, John.